Welcome back, everyone, to Data Science for Everyone. Today, we're going to be looking at research data management. Let's get started. So, research data management comprises the activities that keep your data secure, accessible, and usable. Now, there are quite a few challenges when it comes to research data and managing it. Reusing existing data and collecting and creating Reusing existing data or collecting and creating new data that already exists will be managed by the data sources. Therefore, there is less need for you to manage it yourself. However, data you create is your responsibility. It is important to be aware of the distinction between the two sources because this influences how you decide to manage your data. The data continuum is raw or primary data, processed data, analyzed data, synthesized data, and published results and findings. Data is not simply raw or primary data collected or sourced. It encompasses the full data continuum and undergoes numerous processes and changes as it moves along the continuum. This requires maintaining an audit trail and using version control for all the different files that are produced. The form of the data, text, sound, image, artifact, performance, different forms require different management strategies. The storage media, paper, analog, digital, transient, ergo, captured only in human memory, in the mobile or portable devices such as field trips, data collection, etc. For any single project, data will be kept in different systems and in different physical locations. Each system requires different management techniques and a mapping of what is kept and where it is kept. The supporting documents and the records of the research process and activities without these, research data can be meaningless or difficult to interpret, both by other people and by the researchers themselves after the passage of time. These documents and records need to be managed along with the data. Why is research data important? Well, why does it actually matter? To comply with the agreed research requirements, to work effectively and efficiently, to protect the data, to enable data use or reuse, to share data with others, and to preserve the data. Also, it's just a good research practice. So, as a requirement, different stakeholders, such as researchers, research funders, or universities, could place requirements on you for what you do with your research data. In such cases, you would have no choice but to manage the data in accordance with these requirements. For example, many research funders require research data to be properly managed and shared with other researchers. To work effectively and efficiently, this means knowing where the data is so that it can be easily retrieved, knowing what it means and how it is collected and analyzed so that it can be understood, being able to use it when writing up the research and or writing articles, now or in the future, protecting your research, i.e. being able to demonstrate that you did the work, demonstrating that you have managed the data in accordance with the legal and regulatory obligations, which some instances will include being able to respond to information access requests as required. To protect the data. This means keeping your data safe, safeguarding it, and protecting it. So we need to avoid loss, theft, accidental deletion, corrupted files, a virus attack to avoid losing any of that data, and also the inability to read or store the data in some format. To enable data use or reuse. Data has a value as an enabler for new opportunities and to analyze situations through time. In addition, reusing data just makes good economic sense. To share data with others. Research will benefit from appropriate sharing. In some instances, will be imperative to work as a research team. Data can only be effective and efficiently shared if it is well managed to ensure that the confidential data is protected, but that the data can be appropriately accessed as required. To preserve the data. If we are to be able to use or reuse data, then preservation must be considered as early as possible, especially in the digital environment. as a good research practice. It is simply part of a good research practice in the same way that the initial literature review, project management, and consent and methodology design. The research process, data lifecycle, and research data management. So the research process, planning the project, collecting data, processing and analyzing data, producing outputs, and starting a new research project. So let's take a look at a simple data lifecycle. So planning what to do, the data management plan, documenting the research process, activities, file structures, metadata for the files, documents, etc. Storage, which is going to be aligned with our previous point, is that it's going to allow access and confidentiality requirements. We need to appraise the data to decide what to keep, for how long to keep it, and what to securely delete and destroy. Preservation, publication, and sharing of the data. So research data is going to be extremely varied, and managing it can be challenging. Research data management is an essential part of the research process and integral to conducting good research. It assures authenticity, reliability, integrity, and usability, and enables appropriate use or reuse. Data management plan is the starting point and the key to adopting a fit-for-purpose, risk-managed approach to managing research data. This is appropriate to its nature and potential value and meets regulatory requirements. If you guys like this, please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.